You know Power BI, but still you have lots of questions in your mind. How does it happen? Why it happens? How can I do that? This is the series for you. Subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon to get the notifications. Hello and welcome to another video of Abstract Thesis series, and in today's video we are going to discuss one use case which you have asked, and the use case is basically that I wanted to select a particular column on the axis, and based on that my number of measures should change. So as you can see, when I selected brand, I am seeing 4 measures. When I select category, I am seeing 2 measures. When I select state, I am seeing another 4 measure, and one of them is discount percentage. And when I select city, I am seeing all the measures. So this is what I wanted to have, and for this I would let you know what need to be done. This has been implemented using the fields parameters, so I'll tell you how to do that. So let's begin this journey by opening the base file here. So let me open the base file and start creating the field parameters for you. So what we are going to do is we are going to create an axis field parameter. Field parameter is the feature which has been released in May 2022, and I have already shown you quite a few times the use cases what we have for the field parameters. It can give you dynamic axis, just like this one you have seen, dynamic axis, or row or column what you call, and or group by, and dynamic measures also. Right now I am not using any um, slicer for the measures because I am controlling it only by axis, and but I do have a major field parameter. I have also created a field parameters for measure, and that is what I am going to use here. So I have a field parameter for measures, I have created field parameter for axis, and then I created a set of measures which is actually helping me to bring in this one. So one of them is basically you can see here I created a selected axis measure, and this is the measure which is helping me to bring in whatever measure I wanted. So you can see I'm saying less than 3, I'm saying 2,4, I'm saying 0, 1, 3 and 5, I'm saying less than 5, and these are the measures I'm bringing in. I'll tell you how do we create this. Then also I have a selected measure, selected axis measure. Selected axis measure is actually basically letting me know what axis is selected, and that is what I'm using here to make sure whatever axis is selected, based on that I'm taking a decision here. So let's create this on a new file and see how does it work. So I have opened my base file, and this base file has my model, and this is also available at GitHub with the name AT small. So you can take this file from the GitHub and use it. The basic model which I'm using in all my series is the basic sales model, where I have the geography table joining with the sales table on city ID, customer table joining with the sales table or the sales fact, the central fact which I have on the customer ID. I have a date table which is joining on sales date, and I have item table which is also joining with this one on item ID. So this is my basic model, and there I'm going to repeat those steps which we have seen in the other file. So let's begin our journey. So first thing is what we need an access parameter. We are going to take the help of the field parameter for that. So we go to the modeling tab, new field parameters what we are going to take, and in the field parameters let's call the let's rename it as access. We rename it as access, and then we bring in the axis here. So I'm going to bring in from the item table, I'm going to bring brand, category, state and city. Fine. So I'm going to bring in these 4, and I say create. And you might have noticed there was a checkbox, and because of that checkbox this slicer is coming here. Even if it is not coming, I can bring it like this, and I can create a slicer which will give me a slicer. So right now I don't need it as a slicer, so I need it as a table. So let me make it a little bit bigger and relocate it and then convert it into a table. Now if I check brand, I'll get a brand, and ideally I want it single select. This is the behavior I want in this use case. So I want the selection to be single select. So let only one of them get selected, so that I can make sure that only one value is there, and based on that I'm changing my measure. Now the second thing which I need for this one is again a field parameter. So I'm going to bring in measure field parameters, and then this is going to be measure measure. I'm going to select dynamic measures, and what I'm going to do here is I'm going to drag all my base measures. So I have net, gross, cogs, discount percentage, margin percentage, margin. Let me move margin a little bit up. So all these measures are there. So I can add those measures. I can search something if like I want a discount measure. If it's not available, I can even add the discount measure here. Fine. I can move things up and down. Okay, so I say create. Now you have to remember how many of them are there. I had 6 there, and I'm having 7 here, if I counted them correctly. And let me, I don't need actually this slicer here in those page. I just wanted to showcase you this slicer I got, but this is the slicer which I don't want. But let me showcase you what this slicer is going to do. And it's created major 2 table because I already have a major table with me. So it's going to be all of them, and I can select and deselect, but I don't want this. What I actually want is basically whenever I select something, then based on that, it should give me the major. So let me do one exercise. Let me try, creating first of all what is my selected axis. So let's create the selected axis as a major. So I go on the major table and click on new major, and I created a new parameter which is my selected axis. So new major I'm creating. The new major is selected axis. So let's create new major selected axis. And what we do is we know that we cannot use a selected value on the directly on the axis means the this one. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do a little bit of change. I'm going to say max x filter axis. I can use all selected, but here without all selected it can also work. Axis order equal to selected value or max axis order. Okay, so I said uh, axis max axis order, and then I'm going to return the axis. And let's test what this value is going to give us. So I bring in this one here, and then I bring a card visual. It's showing state, category, city. So now we know what we need. Now we have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 measures, and let's create some logic to switch these measures onto the axis. So what we are going to do is we are going to create another measure which we will going to call as selected major list. Not selected major, selected major list I'm calling. And here I'm saying switch, and here I'm going my axis which I have selected axis. And the reason I'm not using true because I have 4 5 values which are already selected. So why to write down another unnecessary true statement? Just say this is selected and what is decision you wanted to take. So the decision here I wanted to take is basically I wanted to say my brand. And for brand one, what I'm going to do is basically, and you can optimize this statement. I'm just saying count x major 2 major 2 and in the major 2 we need to select. So let's go a little bit up. uh, Major to major order I'm using, I can use the access name, but I'm using major order. I say less than equal to 3 in this case, as we have said there. And let's return the count of major to order itself, or major to major. You can get count of anything. Let's get count of major to major. Okay, I don't want to close this, so let's have few more rows, and let me write down the code for them quickly. So copy paste 1 2 3, and let's close it here. So next one is category. In category we don't want to say this, we want to say in 1 comma 2 comma 5 comma 6. Okay, here we are going to say less than equal to 7 We want all of them here. We want to say, and it start with 0, 0, 1, 3, 5, let's say 7. I'm going to show you from where this number is coming in. Okay. So we have this selected list major and we'll compare it. Is it same as what we created? So if you go to the major table here, you will see we have this order, and if I go and look into the data part of it, if I go and look at the major to table, I see there is a major order here, and that is what I wanted to have now. So my major is created. Let's go here and see we have the similar kind of have here selected major. Let's uh, we have this old file, and in the old file let's look at what major we are using, major order, and we have used it here, selected access major. So selected access major, we say count x, and we didn't count of major order, we have done major count there. Let us see does it work out or not, but we'll see it. Okay, now what I need to do, so what first thing we came to my mind is, let's go ahead and filter this major, isn't it? So we go to our file here in this file, and we go here and we say, okay, this selected major, why don't we put this as a visual level filter, and we say is not blank, isn't it? And we apply the filter. I remove this, but what's happening here is basically it's not working. It's not working as intended. So I said, what is the reason it's not working? So yeah, so this is there, this is not working. So what I've done next thing is basically I said, okay, this is not going to work out because it's not able to know which major is there. So it's not working. So what I've done is I went to this table. Major order was something which is hidden right now. First thing I done is I say, okay, let you be visible. So now the major order is visible for me. I went here, I clicked on this, and I dragged the major order here. And then I said for major order, how can I use with the major order, how can I use the a major? To use that, the only way is top n. I have 7, so I say I can have a top of 7, isn't it? And then I need a major, so I say selected major. So I said give me selected major of the 7, and then I say apply. Immediately you see I have 4, less than equal to 4. Remember, this time we did not say 3, we said 3. Then I clicked on category, we selected 4 different majors. Okay, so we selected 1, 2, 5 and 6. Let's look what are 1, 2 and 5 and 6. So 1 is gross, 2 is cogs, 3 is margin, and margin percentage. Let's look at it. 1, 2, let's say discount percentage. Let's look at this. What is the number? So 1, 2, 5 and 6. 1, 2, 5 and 6. Same thing we are getting. Gross cogs discount margin percentage. State. What we are saying for state? The state we are not getting anything. There should be some issue. With city we are not getting anything. Let's look. I think I have not corrected this. Here I have not talked about state, and I am not talking about city. Now this is something which you may commit a mistake while doing it, because if you forgot to change the names, this is disadvantage of what I call copy paste syndrome. So if you do this, you have to make sure that you're changing. So we are getting another 4, net, gross, margin and discount percentage. So we have asked for state 0, 1, 3, 5 and 7. Why there is no 7? Because when you look at it, actually there is no 7. Actually the max goes till 6 only. So let's go at 6, because it is, though it is 7, it is 0 to 6. Okay, so it is 0 to 6. The moment I do that, I'll get margin percentage. Okay, and this is less than equal to 7. Now there is no 7, it doesn't make a difference. It's going to give you all the 7 for this. So let me cross this and let me see city. So all the majors are coming. So now you know how we have tricked our major slicer to bring in this. I'm not using it in this page. Actually there is no need of this major slicer at all. I'm just managing my major slicer with the axis. So axis is deciding what major it wants. Major slicer is helping. It is there. The field parameter is there. It is helping us out, but it has been used as a visual level filter, and we have unhided the major order column to do that. Okay, and you could try out different experiment you can do with that major or not. I just tried out with the major order, so there are immense possibilities there. So you now know that you know how powerful this feature can be, field parameter, where you are choosing a set of measures to be displayed just based on the axis. And you know what could be other option? You could have think about it. You would have think that I need to create bookmarks, 4 bookmarks. And what happens if your user doesn't ask for a bookmark? And this is what the requirement came in, that the user did not wanted a bookmark. They wanted it to happen using the you know, a slicer like this. So we don't want it to have the bookmarks and button. So we came with this, you know, solution. So go ahead and try this out, and do let me know what else you want me to cover in this particular series. Thanks for watching this video. Thank you. Keep watching, keep asking questions in comments, subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon so that you can get notification for new videos. Thank you.